Today we're going to look at how we can use the partial quotient model in order to solve a division problem that has a decimal. So you see here 20 and 40 hundredths divided by 12. The first thing I'm going to do is take this and multiply it by 100. This is going to allow me to have, so if I do that over here, 20 and 40 hundredths. And if I multiply that by 100, that will allow me to move my decimal over and give me a full whole number. So now that I have that, I can go ahead and erase that. I'm going to keep that over here on the side because in the end I'm going to have to put my decimal back in. You'll notice over here on the right side that I have my toolbox ready to go. These are just some quick facts that I can use for my partial quotient. So I look at my number 2040 and I see which number comes closest, which product comes closest without going over. Well, this one goes over, so I'm just going to cross it off. And this one goes over, so I'm also going to cross it off, as does this one. So, and this one is also too much. So I notice that 12 times 100 equals 1,200. So I put my partial quotient here on the outside and 1,200 here. I now subtract, and I'm left with 840. So now I look over here and I find the closest number to 840 without going over, and I notice it is 600. So 50, because 12 times 50 equals 600, 50 times 12 is going to give me the 600. I'm going to subtract, and that leaves me with 240. I see right here that 12 times 20 equals 240. So I put 20 out here. You'll also notice that I'm lining up my ones, tens, and hundreds. This will allow me to add up all of my partial quotients to arrive at the correct answer. So 20 times 12 is 240. And I'm left with no remainder. I then add up all of my partial quotients. However, as you remember in the beginning, we had a decimal that I needed to get rid of in order to have a whole number. Now I need to put that decimal back. So since I multiplied by 100 to move my decimal over, I now divide this number by 100. And 170 divided by 100 equals 1 and 7/10, which is equivalent to 1 and 70 hundredths. So that's how the partial quotient can be used with a decimal.